Hey there, friends. My name is Matthew. I'm the C# artisan, and this is the 6th video in my series on sending email with SendGrid. Today, I want to start talking about SendGrid templates. Many of the solutions, the third-party solutions for sending mail, they function as message brokers, but there's more to it than that. A lot of them include CRM-like capabilities, including the ability to send marketing campaigns and the ability to design professional quality HTML email templates. And SendGrid is no exception. It has a very rich template designer. So we're going to talk about how you send templates, and the place to start is really to actually design a template ourselves. So that'll let us get into all of the details for what makes a SendGrid template. And then in part 2 of this video series, we'll go ahead and use our template and actually send some email messages. So today, we're going to design a SendGrid email template. Here we are logged into the SendGrid Management Console online. And under the Email API menu item, you can see a section called Dynamic Templates. So that's where we can manage and create our email templates. And you can see I've got a couple already made. So let's take a look at this appointment reminder template. A couple of things you'll notice. First, a template has a template ID. This is an important string because that's the string we're going to use when we write code to actually send an email with a template. Then you'll notice that the dynamic templates have dynamic versions, and one of the versions is active. So that's the one that is going to send when we actually choose this template for a mail. Now, looking inside of this, if we click on it, we have our dynamic version settings. So each version has a name, which you can just set. And then you have a subject and an optional pre-header. So let's take a look at this subject. The first thing you'll notice is this interesting double braces or handlebars syntax here. So when we were doing basic messages where we supplied the HTML, we were doing string substitution using a string dictionary, and the SendGrid email engine was just doing straight up string replacement. So in that case, we would have used something like field_provider or star provider star or something that would make the string unique so we didn't get a false substitution. But here with templates, this is actually a special syntax which represents a substitution field, a merge field. So when we actually use this, the subject is going to get filled in with some data here. It'll say your appointment with Dr. Lopez or whoever the provider is. Then the next thing you'll notice is we have a build tab. So on the build tab, you have all of these different widgets, which basically allow you to design your HTML email template. And in this particular case, I have used an image and text widget. And when I click on one of the pieces, I can upload a URL, I can remove it, I can design it. And again, this is text. And again, you'll see we're using the handlebars or double braces syntax for putting some merge fields in. So that's kind of what one looks like. An interesting thing you can do once you have a template set up is you can go to this preview tab and then click show test data. So now we have a little console here where we can put in some JSON. And what it's going to do is it's going to fill in our merge values. So you can see your appointment with provider has become your appointment with Dr. D'Angelo, and dear patient is dear Lucinda. So that is the basic way you can test your template. So let's just go ahead real quickly and let's just make a new one so you can kind of have a flavor for that process. So we will create a dynamic template, and why don't we call this one, oh, I don't know, we can say, we'll call this the vehicle inspection template, and we'll create it. Now, one weird thing is that templates are versionless by default. You would think it might give you the first version, but it doesn't. So you have to click Add Version, and then you get an interesting choice. So you have to choose a design, and designs come from a couple of places. There are these built-in SendGrid email designs, and there are lots of them. So if you want to take advantage of that, you can just start with one of their designs, which are really nice. If you're a professional designer, you can also make some professional designs yourself and save them in the design library. And here you can see some of my not so very professional attempts to do this. Or you can just start with a blank template. So for this simple video, let's just choose a blank template. Then you get to select your editing experience. Do you want to use the designer, which is that WYSIWYG drag drop designer we just looked at? Or are you just going to hand code in an HTML editor? Now you can sort of move back and forth, but for now, let's just go back to our WYSIWYG designer. So we're going to call this, we can just call it V1, and a subject could be inspection report for, and then we can put in a merge field. Let's just do make and model. And we'll leave the pre-header blank. And then we can go to our builder, and what are we going to do? Well, again, just to kind of show you how it works, I'll go back to that image and text. I'll drag the module over here. We can add an image, and I only have 2 images stored. So why don't I just go ahead and go with those beautiful stars again, and we can insert it. And then we can set our text. And here is your vehicle inspection report. And we could take a lot of time and fill it out, but we could say emissions, etc. You get the idea. And again, I am not a professional designer, nor am I an expert in vehicle inspections. Once you are done, you can click Save and go back, and now you will see, oops, I have unsaved changes. Save, please. Okay. And now we can see we have our vehicle inspection template with 1 version. So that's really all there is to it. Now from here, again, we need to take note of this ID. And actually for the next video, I'm going to use the appointment reminder template. And so we'll be using this template ID to send some actual messages. So I'll see you in the next video, and we'll go ahead and send a few messages. Hey there, C# friends. Are you enjoying these videos and finding them helpful? I hope so. And if you are, please go ahead and like the video on YouTube. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and feel free to leave a comment. I would love to hear from you.